G'day, thanks for joining us for Sunday afternoon football. I'm Dennis Cometti. Football back at Etihad Stadium, and I've got to say it's good to be back here in Docklands. Half the seats are filled. I think that's as good as it's going to get. And joining me in the box for special comments will be Matthew Richardson.
Hi Den, really excited about this one today.
A practice match on the bill today as these two sides test each other out. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. We have the toss of the coin. The Saints kicking to the left of screen. The opening siren is moments away and you can feel the excitement building. I'm excited for this one, Richo.
Both teams will want to make their mark early.
The ball bouncing well. Roughhead with the mighty fist. Lucky bounce collected. Dunstan lobs the pass. I think he just wants attention. That tackle clearly above the shoulders. Pass by Dunstan. Stephen replies back. He timed the release to perfection. Here's a long kick. Boyd marks it. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 30 metres out. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. And there's the bounce. Big thump from Roughhead. Lucky bounce collected. Bontempelli lays it off to the running man. Boyd being penalised there. Brown lays it off by hand. Carlisle kicks it just in time. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Kicks. Dempster goes back to collect the ball, a free kick and several teeth. Dempster keeping calm and he kicks the ball out of the 50. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Dalhouse watching the ball. Free kick for Geary. Geary being told to play on there. Smith hand passes. Cordy runs in. Gets the distance. Cordy gets the important kick. The Western Bulldogs have scored the last 2 goals. The Western Bulldogs by 2 goals.
Cordy, he's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Roughhead thumps it forward. Cordy bumps. Dunstan with the handball out of the pack. Low spearing kick. Stephen opts to play on. Stephen takes a shot at goal. He kicks long but not accurately enough. It won't be a goal for him. The Saints won't be too nervous yet. They can still turn this around.
The Western Bulldogs just seem to hit every target with their disposal. They're just incredibly efficient in this match. Wood boots it. Strong mark there. McRae kicks the ball. Cordy with a strong mark. He steadies now in front of goal. Cordy with the shot. The ball's travelling. Goal for the Western Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs have scored the last 3 goals. The Western Bulldogs by 17. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Here's the bounce. Roughhead with the first touch. Carlisle controls, gains possession. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. My ball, says the umpire. Roughhead with a big fist on it. The loose ball picked up. Scoops up the ball. Gives it to the running man. Smothered. The bouncing ball is controlled. Approaching the goals now. Down goes Cordy. Richo, can you tell us more on that?
He won't be coming back after that injury, that's for sure.
The ball spills to Carlisle. Richo, what are your thoughts on the opening term?
St Kilda have had a reasonable start, but the scoreboard is reflective of what is a scrappy game.
A very high-scoring first quarter here. Looks like it'll be a great game. Anything stands out there, Richo, with the stats?
The scoreboard definitely reflects what a marking powerhouse the Bulldogs have been. The Bulldogs with a massive 11 kicks, leaving St Kilda in their wake on 4.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. The siren sounds for the second quarter.
Develop the winning edge. Small differences in your performance can lead to large differences in your results.
That came off the boot with huge power. Caught. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Going for goal number 1. Chalk up a goal for the Bulldogs. This kick has extended their lead. That's 4 in a row for the Western Bulldogs. The Western Bulldogs with the ascendancy over St Kilda, leading the match 24-1. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce. Roughhead with the mighty fist, able to grab it on the half volley. He's got the footy in his hands. Brown takes it wide. Clears it. A solid mark from Montagna.
The Saints just can't buy a mark out there. They need to start looking for some easier options when moving forward and try and get some marks inside forward 50. Armitage kicks the ball. Bontempelli gets the catch, sending it on its way. Geary catches
it. Sends the Sharon on its way. Smith with the mark. Don't take too long lining up the goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. A chance to add one more to his tally. Smith goes goalward. It's true. A second goal in the bag. That's 5 in a row for the Western Bulldogs. The Western Bulldogs in front. Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. Smith with the goal, and he runs back into position. Look at that bounce. Big thump from Roughhead. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Liberatore with his head down, running for home. Hands like dinner plates.
Brown needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. He kicks the ball. Armitage drops the ball, takes possession. Dunkley passes it. Smith going for home. Nice kick.
That's 6 in a row for the Bulldogs. The Western Bulldogs in front. I'll put a cork in that goal. That's vintage stuff. And I bet he'll only get better with time. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce straight down. Roughhead guides it. A favourable bounce. Carlisle on the ground. Richo, can you tell us what you saw?
Carlisle will be heading off the field. That looks really serious to me.
The ball is socket. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Nice work from Smith. He's kicked 4 and he looks like he's not done scoring yet. This lead getting bigger now. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. With the ball now. Slips the handball to Roberts. Tackled, but gets the handball off. Gets the ball free. Dalhouse puts his head down and runs in. 40 metres out. Dixon unloads one towards goal. He's missed the goal. The Bulldogs by 7 goals.
Brown is a pretty decent kick of the footy, but you can always be better. Hickey takes the mark. Handballs it into open space. Dalhouse intercepted that well. Dunkley gains possession. Liberatore just hoping for the best. Roughhead finds the running player.
Very timely handball by Armitage. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
Dennis, he just seems to be continually choosing the wrong option.
A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. Well, if you could hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. 30 metres out. No angle to worry about here for Nimbri. He kicks it gun barrel straight. The Saints won't be so desperate after that goal. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. And that's the half. Western Bulldogs 43, 6 and Kilda 7. Stay tuned for the halftime show. What? There's no halftime show. Seriously. Lucky we have that goal recorded because it was first rate. Time to see if there's anything interesting in amongst the stats.
Two teams practically identical in stats, yet the Western Bulldogs managed to be miles ahead on the scoreboard.
Thanks for that, Richard. It's half time and both teams will be deep in discussion at the moment. Finally, the third term begins.
There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between.
Roughhead gathers it. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. He shows the quick hands. Gets the loose ball. Boyd handballs it to the open paddock. Smith with no opposition in sight. The Bulldogs by 7 goals. The replay capturing everyone's attention. What a goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Roughhead timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Dalhouse grabs him way too high. That's got to be a free kick. Sends it on its way. Steady hands there as he holds that one. That drop punt works well for Billings.
Montagna has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. He kicks to the lead. Roughhead getting some power behind that one. The loose ball is picked up. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Gilbert gets the intercept. Liberatore tries to tackle and fails. Roberts delivers a nice bump. Stephen hand passes the ball. Dunstan handballs to the man on the move.
Kick by Weller. Strong mark. An ideal position to be kicking from. Stephen drives the ball towards goal. Every footballer scores better when he actually learns his capabilities. That score is not going to help them very much. Morris waiting to bring it back into play. Plays on. He keeps his cool under pressure and kicks the ball out. Intercept by Wood. Quick hands find the running player. Catch by Boyd. Sends the Sharon on its way. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. The Bulldogs have scored the last 2 goals. The Bulldogs with the ascendancy over the Saints, leading the match 55-8. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Punch by Boyd. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Sends the Sharon on its way. Gets the loose ball. Gathers the ball. Brown was taken high. Brown hand passes. Player starting something with the 1-2. Nice interception. The ball in the hands of McRae. He collects the loose ball. Gilbert lays it off to the running man. Sends it on its way. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg.
Dunstan will take every opportunity to take a screamer when a step ladder presents itself. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark. Puts boot to ball. Armitage with the mark.
The umpire pays the free kick. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. 45 metres out. The Saints should really pack up and go home at this stage. Morris decides to play on. And that's the game. The Bulldogs, 55. St Kilda, 9. What? Well, they're telling me that's only the end of the third quarter. Lots of points scored during that third term. Here's Richo with his stats.
The stats are close, but the scores are very different.
Cheers, Richo. Both teams look like they enjoyed the three-quarter time break as we enter this, the fourth term.
It ain't over till it's over.
Dunstan is streaming past and gets the footy. Bontempelli should be embarrassed by that. Carlisle sends one up towards the wing. Nunes got under it. That had some power behind it. He gathers the loose ball. Wood slams it on the boot. Dalhouse on the ball at the moment. Takes possession. He's racking up possessions. With the ball now. He gathers the loose ball. Well, some might call it smart. I call it a point. If this game were being played on water, the Bulldogs would be walking on it.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time the Saints stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. He grabs it. Dempster boots it. It's a mark. Stephen slams the ball to his boot. Hickey kicks it. It's a mark.
Gets boot to leather. Riewoldt catches it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Boots it. A solid mark from Weller. You'll need a long-range boomer from here. A 45-degree angle for this kick. Going for goal number 1. The big kick for goal goes straight through. Boy, did they ever need that. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce laser straight. Punched by Roughhead. He smashes and bashes him. Roughhead goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several teeth. Roughhead slams it on the boot. Squeezes out a handball. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Up the ground. The ball is on the ground and it's picked up by Savage. Smothers. Tackle, but gets the handball off. He'll be happy with that. That could be the final nail in the coffin. He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. Wallace celebrates. The ruckman giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Roughhead aims for his man on the ground. He gets his hands on the footy. Smith gains possession through the interception. Dixon chucks the ball away. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. That's 2 in a row for the Western Bulldogs. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. He acknowledges the crowd. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Hickey decisively. He's got the football now. Dalhouse with a big bump to Stephen. Liberatore with the hand pass. He's heading for home. Gets off a wobbly kick. It goes through for a behind. The Western Bulldogs by 9 goals. Good mark by Gilbert. Kicks it. He wins the contest. The spiralling torpedo from Hunter. The Saints were really taught a lesson today. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between the Western Bulldogs and St Kilda?
This game was hard to watch.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. The Western Bulldogs won the match against the Saints 69-15. Richo, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Dennis. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce.